So we're going to do a quick live. I just uploaded the intentions for 2024. It's an invitation. Obviously, if you have something that you have in place, awesome. This is an invitation to break all contracts with planet Earth and to rewrite them, and then to break your soul contract with Source and to rewrite it so that moving forward, you're more likely to thrive. We're also going to talk about, hey, Nikki, it's good to see you. Thanks again, by the way, for that review on the book. I really appreciate it. That was very generous of you. Hi, Rose. So I'm just waiting for, my real people to show up, because I know there are people just, scrolling or whatever, but I'm just waiting for more. There's only 2 people right now. We're going to talk about celebrities, not in specifics. We're going to talk about the celebrities and in contrast to you. You. Hi, Nikki. Thank you. Hello, Rose. And for those of you who've bought the book, Recall, let me, if you could be so kind as to review it on TikTok, or, by doing a TikTok review or reviewing it on Amazon or both, that'd be awesome if you like. I hope you like it, actually, because I know a lot of you guys who follow me have bought the book, and I really appreciate it. I want to thank you so much. So I just uploaded 2024 New Year's resolution on breaking soul contracts with planet Earth and rewriting them, and breaking, it's like kind of a cord cutting with how your incarnations have been with planet Earth. And this is going to be an exercise that's going to help you get into New Earth 5D Ascension. I didn't say that because I have to keep these videos short, but I'm going to say it to you. And I did a live today, which you may want to check out on my YouTube channel. And so it has 2 parts. But essentially, I'm sure you can figure it out just by watching the video I just uploaded on new soul contracts, new contracts with planet Earth and Source/God, and rewriting those contracts. Here's why. We haven't been doing too well, have we? For the last, 6,000 years, 500,000 years. Atlantis fell. We kind of, those of you who remember, you know what I'm saying. We kind of fucked up on that one. We fell. We lost the power of some of our chakras that have been given back to us. Things like that have happened. And it's funny how we always try to break cord cutting with your twin, which doesn't work. But the benefit of cord cutting with a twin, for example, is that you cord cut a lot of shit and you end up actually keeping all the nectar. That's why if you're truly in a twin flame journey, you'll notice that every time you break up, you come back together and it's better. Guess what? I got news for you. You can do it with planet Earth, Pachamama, Bhuma, Gaia, and you can do it with Source, and you can do it with all your incarnations as a starseed. You've been many types of species on other planets, across all dimensions and so forth. And I don't know why it never occurred to me, but I know that I don't want to loop in this hamster wheel anymore, not on that level. And I'm very excited about the new Earth. I'm really excited about 5D dimensional vibration, which means that none of the genocide that we've been seeing, none of the things that we've been seeing would continue. People would actually share. Can you imagine? It's like putting 2 kids in a sandbox, and it's insane. And then the one bully is bigger and starts banging the kid on the head because he wants the whole sandbox. This is where we're at now, okay? I'm not joking. I'm simplifying some complex concepts of evil, but not too much, actually. So we need to stop that. And with that said, I've given you this video. I just uploaded it. Check it out. Share it with people. Share it. Do it. I don't know. Instead of partying and losing your mind and trying to do the same loops of things that have distracted you, maybe this year you sage yourself, you do a high priest ceremonial thing with yourself and those you love. Maybe do it with a group of people you love, and all of you do it together as if you were doing a sacred medicine together, like psilocybin or whatever, and you sage each other and you put it together. And you break your contract with planet Earth the way it's been, and you rewrite the new Earth into your new soul contract. I think it's a great idea, and I think you're gonna have a lot of benefits from that. Does anybody have questions on that concept? No, not everyone has a twin flame. I don't think that people understand that some people don't have a twin flame incarnated at the same time, and anyone who's had experience, Anyone who's had any experience with past lives, you know, sometimes you go to past life regressionists, like you go to hypnotherapists like myself, or you actually have downloads of your own. And if you're really paying attention and you're really honest, you'll realize that not all your incarnations were you with your twin flame. In fact, many of them you were not with your twin flame. Your twin flame was incarnated while you would stay behind the veils, and then you would switch off. So when you guys are incarnated at the same time, it's a big bloody deal. Believe me, it's not just whatever. Yeah. So can you imagine 8 billion people with, there are some souls. Let me explain something. There isn't hierarchies to souls, not because there's a crazy weird hierarchy of you're better, I'm worse. No, there's a hierarchy of new souls where some souls have never incarnated on planet Earth, and some souls have only incarnated on planet Earth. Do you understand? And some souls who have never been starseeds and have, I love this concept. I'd love to rewrite my soul contracts. Yeah, it's easy to rewrite your soul contracts, but I would do planet Earth and the universe and source. And that way you're bringing in new Earth. You're saying, this is what I want. I want the new Earth. I accept it. I do not consent to X, Y, and Z. I kind of, just look at the video. It's in my profile. I just uploaded it. And that's going to help you create something so you don't feel so powerless. Thank you for the videos you just uploaded. I'm definitely going to watch. Okay, perfect, Laura. I appreciate it. And also go on my link tree on my profile on TikTok and check out the videos that I've uploaded recently. One is about the broken masculine, and it's a call to arms for the sacred masculine, broken or wounded, and the sacred feminine, broken or wounded, to rise and to come together, because there's been a lot of divide and conquer. I invite you, and I didn't say this, but I invite you to also, in your new soul contract with planet Earth and source, to refute and do not consent to any divide and conquer tactics. Actually ask for unity between the genders, between races, between everything, religions, okay? Makes that part of the new contract that you want to negotiate and write across the Akashic records. Do you know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to kind of fine-tune your contract for 2024. I think I can say that we've all suffered enough from 2020, the debacle of the COVID lockdown, and the absolute shit show that was happening during that time. And all of what's been going on. Okay? It's been too much, and I'm sure you're done with it, and you may want to continue on a new platform, on a new vibration, a new intention. Does that make sense? Thank you, Vicky. Any questions so far? Any questions? I'm not talking about twin flames, sweetie, please. I've answered that question. I'm only letting you know because it's not about twin flames, my friend. Take the time to find out who I am as a content creator and what my stance is on twin flames, okay? So you understand, I have tons of videos that might help you kind of like become more transcendental. Is New Earth like 5D? Yes, it is. And what you're seeing going on with the Palestinian people, what you're seeing with what's happening in Sudan, there's been a lot of genocides, a lot of wars, a lot of horrific wars throughout the centuries, don't get me wrong. But for the first time, we're seeing it front and center every day, okay? And so the New Earth this ends. This kind of garbage ends. So when you say, I do not consent in rewriting a new soul contract with planet Earth, and also, it's two separate modules of intentions. You focus on planet Earth first, because you've been here in many incarnations, and let's be honest, you've been a warrior, whoever you are out there, collectively you've been a warrior, you've been a farmer. And many times you were unconscious, and many times you were conscious of planet Earth. You respected planet Earth, and many times you did not. You pillaged planet Earth. So the first thing you got to do is connect with planet Earth, apologize, and rewrite a contract with her, okay? So that we go into 5D. And then the next one is with Source, God, all your starseeds incarnations. Because if you think for 1 second that as starseeds we're more, how do I put it, transcendentally evolved and kind, you're wrong. There are starseeds. I'm going to call them starseeds, alien, whatever you want to call them. Dark forces on the other side. There are, clearly, okay? Or else you wouldn't have guys like Angel Michael rocking some sword, okay? Obviously, there's some problems on the other side. So what we want to do is also say on the other side, we do not consent to any evil that would infringe on any soul thriving. And you know what I'm saying? And actually walking and being and experiencing their mission, right? Because what's happened throughout incarnations is that because of these weird subjugation tactics, which are, this is so big. This is like you can go, right now I'm talking to you on a very spiritual level, but there's spiritual level, okay? And then there's David Icke, and then there's, Joe Rogan, and then there's Gaia.com, and then there's the conspiracy theories of UFOs and all of that. There's the Anunnaki, and there's all of that. So I'm just trying to distill it in a basic concept of spiritual talk, but it includes all of that wrapped together, so you can say in breaking the soul contract, I do not consent. And I do not consent across all timelines, across all dimensions, in all concurrent incarnations, in all past lives, in all future lives. I do not consent, but I consent. This is what I want. So first you say what you don't want, and you do not consent, and then you go right into, and it's all explained in the video. Hopefully it'll be easy for you guys to follow, okay? And I don't think we've ever done anything like, I don't know about you, but I've never done this. I've done all kinds of new contracts for all humanity. Let's do it. Exactly. Okay, and for yourself first, I do not consent to any evil or divide and conquer tactics rewriting. Exactly. There seems to be a lot of trash talk about twin flame lately. Oh, who gives a fuck? It's like honestly, you should see some of the lives I've done, JJ and Emily. The trash talk is based on the fact that divide and conquer. Because you see, twin flames and twin rays have been talked about throughout the ancient antiquities. So, and if you've had a past life in ancient antiquities, in Atlantis, on other planets, and you've been with your twin flame, you recognize your twin flame, and you knew that was your twin flame. There was no doubt about it. I've had 3 past lives as a starseed, different species of starseeds in other planets. It might sound woohoo to you, but I don't really care, because at this point, I'm not here to prove what I've experienced or what I have not. Not to mention as a hypnotherapist, who became a hypnotherapist after being going into hypnotherapy since I was 32, right? Who then read the books Journey of Souls and Destiny of Souls by a former atheist, Michael Newton, who talked about 30% of his people that went under in past lives. 30%, 30. Remembered past lives as starseeds. Well, in my case, I remembered them with my twin flame. So I don't need any person telling me, a new ager, and I love that you brought this up, by the way. I love it. Thank you very much. Because that's exactly what you do not want to consent anymore. Any manipulation, any fear tactics, any gaslighting. You don't have to go through the list. Just say, I do not consent to any evil or manipulation or anything that would dim my light, or just whatever. You make a list of the shit you don't want to deal with anymore, okay? And make sure that you include wars, genocide, greed, political systems that we currently have in place. No, it's just once. You're only doing it once. You don't. Let me ask you this. I'm going to give you an example of manifestation, which people don't understand. It's a subtle thing, but it's big. If you go to the restaurant and you're asking the waitress for a chef salad, and you keep placing your order 100 times, she'll never leave your table to go place the order, right? So when you place a manifestation ideal, you say it once. The reason why 369 is a different framework of manifestation, just to address the pink elephant in the room, is because repetition in this particular case is to rewire and brainwash you out of negativity. Okay? It's like the little girl who wants a doll she's wanted the whole year for Christmas, and she's convinced herself that daddy and mommy didn't pay attention and there's no way she'll ever get that doll. So rather than be disappointed, she talks herself out of the doll before she gets it, though it's what she wants to have. Going back to the original question, do you do it more than once? No, you do it once, because this is going to be a New Year's resolution ceremony that you do for yourself, your friends. You may even invite people and have a party, a small party of 5-6 people that you love, who get you and you get them. And you guys intentionally do this kind of thing where you would sage yourselves, each other, and then do it. You do the 4 corners above and below, and you just party. And that's it. Okay, I hope that answered your question, Rose Levelin. All right, any questions on that? Any messages from the Pleiadians at this time? It's interesting you asked for the Pleiadians of all people, because my husband's a Pleiadian. I would say to you that the only message is that we need to do better. In terms of the message is very simple. It's a timeless message. By the way, this ceremony, if you miss it, if your friends miss it, and they say, "Oh shit, I didn't do it for ringing the bell of for into 2024," it's timeless. You can do it whenever you need to do it, and it's good. Okay, so but you do it once. Let me see. But the message for all of you, okay, is that we have the power to change every single thing you hate by these kinds of ceremonies. And the problem is that we've never believed in our own worth. Okay, so does that make sense? So the message from the Pleiadians, and the Pleiadians there are various different. I'm sorry, my cat's trying to actually break open the cat food. And believe me, he's very corpulent, so he doesn't need any more food. Bloody hell! But this disbelief, this self-gaslighting that we've had throughout our centuries, throughout the incarnations we've had, in particular in planet Earth, has really, really done a number on us as in the form of some scars, aka impression, that has followed us from one. And no, actually, this is not Ian. Ian is lean. This is Senior Love, who unfortunately loves food as much as I do, which is a problem. Anyway, he's my alter ego, I believe. But any questions on that? On why this is going to be important for you? Any questions on why this is going to be important for you? Any questions on its value? Do you believe you can do this? I'm more concerned with your belief system. Do you believe that if you do this ceremony, it will actually ping in the celestial skies and rain down energetic change for you and the planet? Okay? We love all your pets. I know. I have a bloody tribe of furry people. Thank you, Rose. I'm so glad. Okay. Any questions or anything at all? Okay, I need a show of hands. I need to know if you believe you can do this. Because it's really not about... The ceremony is pretty potent, don't get me wrong. The Sanskrit chants help amplify. Yes, they help amplify, but you don't have to do the Sanskrit chants until maybe, Canary, and good, that's a hell of a good call. Thank you for bringing that up. That's an excellent question. Is if you did it Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Om Shri Mrim Kralim Lakshmi Swaha. You did a series of different chants. One for... destroying blocks. Another one is Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. The reason why I'm saying all these is because the one that's really powerful, which is Gayatriya, which is really powerful, you're not going to be able to, unless you really, really learn the freaking chant, which I've yet to do. I'm so lazy, but I have to learn it. But Gayatriya, if you want to look it up, Deva Pramal has it in 432 hertz. So it's amazing. I'm so excited. You're excited. Yay! There's zero evidence that this stuff works. Actually, my friend, there's a lot of fucking evidence. That's why rich people who don't give one fuck to make more money do it to actually dissolve inoperable cancers. I've gone from poverty to abundance. I've lived in places that were too magical to ever explain, with very little money. Dr. Joe Dispenza has worked with neurologists all over the world, and they have shown what happens to the brain within 3 minutes of just going to a meditation, and how it maps, how the sequences change. There are people that have had situations where they had lost the power of speech, and through meditations, they were able to rewire and map speech from a different sector of their brain. Yes, sir. Don't tell me it doesn't work and there's no evidence. There's tons of evidence, and it's ancient. And there's tons of doctors who are now becoming holistic because they've seen it for their own, with their own experiences. So I really don't want to hear it. NASA also agrees. We know it works. Yeah, and NASA, give me a scientific study that verifies your claim. Dude, I don't have time for you. I couldn't care less what you believe. If you want to live in your own reality, enjoy it. It's all good. I don't care. Scientific, I just mentioned you one, but you rather ask redundant questions. Scientific studies that verify people literally meditating their cancers out of their body. It's everywhere. All you have to do is Google it. I'm not your mommy. I'm not going to show you how to do it. Please do it yourself. So, okay? So we're good. Because I don't have time to talk to someone who doesn't believe in anything but 3D. Top colleges are starting to study it. This has been talked about in the Vedas. 10,000 years ago, the Vedas were talking about other planets. 10,000 years ago, 7,000 years ago, the Egyptians have technology of mapping out the constellations in ways. Of course, you could mock me. The scientific consensus doesn't support you. Sweetheart, Einstein dreamed EMC square, and Einstein has letters he won't publish. He won't allow to have published until 50 years from now because of cynics like yourself. So he knew the world wasn't ready. Just like Tesla, the world wasn't ready for him. So I don't really have to keep going back and forth. You're wasting your breath. I'm moving on, moving forward. I'd rather talk to someone who's got gifts, who's psychic, telepathic. Oh, I will have you look up one thing. Look up remote viewers that were used by the KGB and the CIA. And you tell me why the government will use that kind of, no, not claims, troll, real actual science. So I will tell you what I'll do. I'm going to call it a day with you because you're an absolute annoyance. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have time to go back and forth. I couldn't care less what he believes in. What I want is to know, do you believe in your power? Because I'm not here to convince some troll, some 3D male who has nothing to stand on except his misery on power. So I want to know, do you believe? No, he doesn't have, no, he's, I blocked him. We're done. I don't mute people like that. I block them for life. I don't have, let me tell you something. In my 30s, I would have been polite and I would have been going on and on trying to prove to him that reincarnation beliefs exists. I don't even convince my own twin of shit I believe in anymore. I don't care. What I care about is people like you who are on the fence, who need common sense explanation of the metaphysics. So that's it. And I'm not going to have anyone explain me, or however you put it, and try to take the energy of our focus away from today's manifestation. Okay? The manifestation is to be done on the 31st. However, if you miss it, you go, oh, fuck, I forgot. It's okay. You can still do it on the 1st. You can do it on the 7th. You can do it on May 18th. I don't care when you do it, but just get it done as soon as possible, okay? You're not his mommy. People need to do their own research. There's tons of research on this shit, and all he has to do is get off his ass. I'm not here to start educating. I don't educate trolls, buffoons, and people who are entrenched in ignorance. It's a waste of your time. You're not here to open black hearts. I didn't say he's a black heart, by the way. But I'm not here to teach someone that something's wrong, or something's powerful, or something's morally corrupt. I don't care. That's it. I don't care. I do not consent to, yeah, exactly. You are doing a great job. The energy is amazing. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you. So my main concern is you. All of you, okay? My main concern is you. I'm going to do an oracle reading, and then I'm going to call it a day. I've got 2 hypnotherapy sessions tomorrow, so I got to get my head together. I got to do a meditation. I got stuff to do. You've got stuff to do. But while we're here, let's share some energy. And you have the instructions. I did upload the live that I did today that explains the premise of this concept of breaking contracts with Mother Earth and rewriting them with Mother Earth with more love, with more abundance, with more more balance to actually bring in the new earth. I had a dream. Okay, I'm just going to tell you the dream. It's such a wild dream. The dream was, oh yeah, no, he was blocked. I'm not even going to deal with that. This was so good. I glad I popped in. So am I. Okay, so listen. I had this dream this morning, and there was a huge Boeing 747. Now, in the 1970s, which you probably, most of you weren't born, but maybe you were. I just realized that. And then you came back. But anyway, there was a 747, and it was huge. It was huge. And it had a two-story. In those days, some of these planes had like a bar. Like the first class had a bar upstairs in a restaurant. Anyway, it was that kind of jet. And I had my boarding pass. And it was called, I'm not kidding, it was called Ascension. It was called the Ascension plane. And I was the last one to board. I'm not joking. Me and some friends, some Starseed buddies, Jen, Rachel, you'll meet them if you ever visit our Discord. We have Zoom. In fact, we're having a Zoom connection on Saturday at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. It's tomorrow, actually. So if you join our Discord, you'll get the link to the Zoom. But anyway, so it was me and my Starseed tribe, and we were the last ones boarding, and it was called the Ascension. I'm not kidding. And all these people were on that plane, and they were calmly waiting. And and they said, pull out your boarding pass. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, come on. It's time now. Get on. We've got everyone. Okay, come on, let's go. And I was boarding the Ascension plane with my peeps. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So just so you know that as long as you believe that you deserve to ascend, because the other thing that worries me about many of you, there are two things that worry me. And I was telling Jen about this, and I'll tell you. One is that you don't feel deserving. That's number one, which could keep you off this ascension energy. I'm being real here. That's why I need to know that you believe that you can do this incredible manifesting of breaking the contracts, okay, in place that you've had in multiple incarnations on this planet, on other planets, in various dimensions and timelines, that you can break those contracts and rewrite them so that they're better than they've ever been. And I need you to believe that in yourself, because if you can't even wrap your head around the power for you to do this, for you individually and for the collective, then you will not feel deserving to ascend, which means, and many of you don't understand the beauty of you ascending, because another fear many of you have is, if I ascend, what happens to the people I love? My mom, my dad, my children, my this, my that. Don't worry, they will rubber band to you. But you can't force people to ascend. You have to understand that sometimes it takes the scout, the first one, to cross the Rubicon, the bridge. And so you've got to make that journey for the lineage you embody in this incarnation. Do you understand? And you have to feel worthy, because you're not going to do anything if you stay in the mud with the people you love, rolling around in absolute dire straits. You're better off going through the ascension train, right? Raising your frequencies to such a level that you can help awaken your tribe, many tribes that you might have that you would have left behind, and to wake them up to their own beauty. Okay? So that's going to be, so it's like a 3-part step of consciousness of becoming transcendental. The first is I have the power to change my contract with Earth Source, which is God, and all of my incarnations and all of its of ascending. 3, I'm not worried about leaving anyone behind, because I know that when it's divine timing, not only will I be on the other side rooting them home, but I will also be able to be on the other side giving them the energy to wake them up. And those 3 truths have got to be part of you at this point. It feels like I'm holding the hands of many, helping them ascend. Yeah, if you're doing well, keep doing it, but don't continue. Okay? If they are draining your energy, right? So it's like holding on to someone who decided not to tie the rope around their waist as you're climbing a mountain. They did something foolish, okay? And now here you are, trying to hold on to them, and the glove they have in their hand is slipping, and you're trying to hold on to them, and you're actually on the ravine, and you've got your hips to the ravine. Now it's damn near your thighs, and you could fall in with them. So if they're draining you, that ain't good. If you feel drained, you are not here to feel drained. Okay? You cannot allow that to be your perpetual reality. That's not going to work for you. Okay? So, no, not draining, but helping with love. Okay, as long as you're fine, you're fine. Because you've got different soul contracts with these people. But you may want to also rewrite some soul contracts in addition to that, personal soul contracts with people where they become more aware, awake, right? You can say, I no longer need to help you anymore because you are already awakened. Does that make sense? And you just expand that energy to all the people who you love, rewriting contracts where they're awakened and they remained awakened. They keep ascending, okay? And that might be something you want to work on, okay? And you can figure out who you might want to do this with, okay? It's good to see you, Andromeda. It's good to see you. I'm getting off the phone. I need to get off the phone. Do you have any questions or comments or shares? Because if I get Andromeda on, believe me, we'll be here for 2 hours because she's brilliant. And then Jen, Andromeda. Oh yeah, it's a long conversation. So, any questions or comments? And Collective Intuitive Tarot. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so yeah, I did promise an oracle reading. Sorry, I just lost track of time. All right, let's do it. I'm going to do one oracle card. And I'm going to take it from the light worker oracle because you guys are light workers. I can tell from some of the comments you're making. And then of course we had a couple 3Ders. Question, is ascending to 5D? Yep, the new earth. I would love to hear your message, please. Oh, you mean for the oracle? Honestly, the message you really needed to hear, I just said it. So you may want to look at the video I just posted on rewriting soul contracts. I'm going to repeat myself again. Rewriting soul contracts with planet Earth and with Source so that you can move out of the shitstorm that we've been dealing with for so many incarnations and rewrite that contract so you can actually have an incarnation, the rest of this incarnation you have, that is a thriving incarnation, and that future incarnations and so forth through Earth and through other planets is beautiful. And that wars, genocide, and so forth are no longer part of the norm. Yes, exactly, Rose. All right, when you're ready, I'm shuffling the cards. Give your angels, guides, and allies permission to guide you in the session. Pick top, bottom, or middle, and whoever top, bottom, or middle, and the majority will get the card that I picked for the collective. Okay, it's one card. It's from Alana Fairchild's Lightwork Oracle. It's a hell of a deck. Middle. Okay, middle. I got it. All right, here we go. Initiation by air. 24. 24 in Kabbalah numerology is, again, I did middle just so you guys know. For those of you who picked middle. 24, initiation by air. Okay. 24 in Kabbalah numerology is love, money, and power. It also means 6. 6 is love, but it's also choices, making choices, okay? And there's a beautiful woman with butterflies, red butterflies flying around her. And she's got a beautiful gold headdress, and she's wearing a red dress, and she's blindfolded with a red scarf. Okay, and she's got beautiful chocolate skin. She's absolutely stunning. So it's a beautiful card. So let me go ahead and look at what 24 means for you guys. And I'm going to read it to you, okay, out loud. So I want you to sit back and listen with your ears and your... Hang on, let me make sure. I don't want this phone to kaput on me. Hang on, because I've done this before where suddenly I disappear and people think, oh my gosh, she's been banned by TikTok. It's like, no, my phone just went dead again. So, yeah, I'm good. Okay, so let me go ahead and read to you. So 24, initiation by air. Spiritual freedom is your innate divine birthright. Oh my God. You guys, please look at my video I just uploaded, okay, on my profile page, okay? I'm going to repeat this. Spiritual freedom is your innate birthright. Even so, to experience it requires moving through a process of deconstruction, an undoing of conditioning, releasing your awareness back into the truth of your original nature. The path to spiritual freedom will have you seeking the deepest and truest ground of your being as the guiding instinct for the expression of your free will and assuming complete responsibility for your life journey and soul's expression. The initiation by air leads the prepared human into spiritual freedom to complete. Sorry. Let me read. The way I read it was very awkward. The initiation by air leads the prepared human into spiritual freedom so complete that only service to a higher love inspires and moves the soul. Personal attachments become secondary to the soul's purpose. The soul becomes so radiantly clear with spiritual presence that it shines as a bright and strong sacred tonic, manifesting love, willing to leave behind all blame and cultivate compassion, flying swiftly on a path to powerful, mystical oneness with the heart of the universe. Wow. Your mind is capable of serving your soul as a constructive healing instrument, able to generate comfort, peace, and clarity so pure that acceptance and relief immediately follow. The mind requires guidance and boundaries so that its power serves rather than undermines. Love. Mental energy can too easily become entangled in negativity and fear. The mind can be powerful yet not particularly conscious. Without a loving and kind spiritual practice to tame the mind, it can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. Your mind can become more spacious and luminous if you are willing to create a practice to empty it of clutter through connecting to the inner peace and openness of your heart. Resting in the inner spiritual spaciousness of the heart, the mind can relax, open, and in steadfastness begin to experience clarity. The mind that is willing to forego a battle mentally and instead rest in the love of the heart can be a truly potent ally for healing, uprooting fear and despair, and subplanting negativities with more encouraging thoughts of optimism, courage, and kindness absorbed from the heart. When not given a chance to empty, the mind becomes overwhelmed with unprocessed information that may include fear-based programming perpetuated by mainstream consciousness, which has a tendency to thwart humanity's spiritual growth, keeping the soul enslaved in fear, doubt, and ignorance. I'm not joking. This is a real oracle reading here that you really need to pay attention to. So when you break your soul contract with I do not consent, you can't make this shit up. Exactly. But I'm urging you, please do this ceremony for yourselves, okay? Those who are invested in controlling others rather than encouraging their freedom. Does this sound like anyone familiar? Yeah, I think most of the people that are running this place, honestly, those who are investing in controlling others rather than encouraging their freedom do not want people to think for themselves. They do not want people to align their hearts and minds, for such souls are incapable of being manipulated. Light workers need to have a compassion, but also be smart enough to know when to disengage from that which is not helpful or healing. When you get trolls or non-believers, have the kahunas to say, I really don't care what you think. I'm not concerned. I don't care. Bye. And if it's someone at work or something, just say, it's fine. I'm not here to convince you of anything. Enjoy, what you believe in. Enjoy it. I'm here to just have a different belief system. But if they bully you, don't ever let anyone bully you down to your belief system. Never. Okay? All right, let's continue. Give yourself permission to keep your own mind beautifully bound to love. Isn't that incredible, Andromeda? During preparation for initiation, the soul spiritually evokes certain situations to test and develop the necessary qualities. Successfully navigating the initiation of air requires consciously constructive use of the mind. So during this time of preparation, You will likely experience many opportunities and challenges to work with your mind creatively, responsibly, and lovingly. The advanced soul learns how to guide the mind into a loving perspective and an enduring foundation of peace, regardless of the outer circumstances of one's life. It is easier to be grateful during a feast rather than a famine. Yet there is always something to be thankful for, and there are those who have a spiritually self-defeating mindset that cannot acknowledge even their greatest blessings as being enough. This is powerful, my friends, because though money might not bring you happiness, it gives you choice, right? Money gives you freedom, and you're grateful for the money you have. But if someone that you love is dying, no amount of money can save them. Do you understand? So abundance isn't something regulated to something of material worth. It's what you value the most that becomes the jewel in your life. So let's continue. It is easier to be grateful during a feast rather than a famine. Yeah, there is always something to be thankful for. I love that line. Wise use of mind will support the soul with such a willingness to believe in goodness and grace even during difficult transitional times. The hallmark, listen to this, guys, the hallmark of the dysfunctional society is that the mind is expected to dominate the inclination of the heart rather than act in service to it. The mind is better utilized as a defender of what has genuine value to the heart. The awareness of what really holds meaning for us and what moves us enough to rise above our fears and risk growth. This awareness has to come from the heart. When these roles are reversed, the mind is given a task to feel. Did you hear that? The mind is given a task to feel, which it cannot do. And the heart is told not to feel, which goes against its nature. This creates a sense of paralysis, confusion, and discomfort. These are symptoms of the imposition of societal conditioning. As you enter into this initiation, you will feel the need to step back from what you have been taught and learn to question what you hold to be true. You will need to turn your gaze within and feel for a greater guiding wisdom of your own heart. Your mind will need to learn how to trust in this process, and learning a new way may feel unfamiliar, even frightening for a time. The heart wisdom flows intuitively rather than logically in straight lines, and the mind will need patience and reassurance as it learns how to recognize and value and trust in the curving, organic pathways of a life lived from the heart. The process of reorientation from intellect to intuition requires that your soul learns how to disengage from the habitual patterns within your mind, witnessing and responding from the heart. To observe your thoughts rather than becoming swept up in them can take some persistence, patience, and a sense of humor when you realize that you have lost a sense of presence so very quickly. As you cultivate this detachment, you begin to break identification with your thoughts and experience yourself as a peaceful, steady light of love. Thoughts come and go, and you react less and live increasingly by your heart to irradiance guidance. As you soften the strident action of the mind, it becomes a more integrated facet of your soul, serving your soul's mission. Then you can use your mental gifts wisely rather than allow them to cause you pain. Those who have strong mental energies can accomplish much in terms of communication, expression, inventiveness, creativity in this lifetime. But they can also suffer from destructive, negative self-talk, mental obsessions, and addictive thought processes. They may even be addicted to thinking, wearing themselves out. In such cases, it's helpful to regularly take time out from the mind, to be in the moment, to feel alive through experiencing the energy of the body. Nature can provide a perfect spiritual playground for such practice and encourage a sense of playfulness, presence, and unself-consciousness that allows the mind to rest spontaneously and lightly and fully in the moment. This can be deeply restorative to the mind. At this time, you are learning where you can support or undermine yourself with your own outlook on things and how you choose to work with your attitude to shift your energetic state. Changing your mind can be a way to transform your life experience, and often relatively swiftly. Yet to do so successfully over the long term requires a balance of will and wisdom. We want to inspire, guide, and heal the mind, not attempt to dominate it. If we outlaw certain thoughts, we will end up repressing rather than healing the soul. Preparation for this advanced initiation involves trial and error as we learn the art of balance, persistence, and skill needed to heal the mind. This is an advanced initiation, and as with all initiation, the preparation process develops mastery that can take time. Yet every win, even seemingly small, accumulates spiritual merit, and you are encouraged to acknowledge improvement already obtained in your conscious healing work with your mind. Take comfort in receiving this oracle, for it is a sign that significant spiritual attainment is within your soul's reach. And I can tell you right off the bat that those of you who have been on my live, who saw the video on breaking the contracts, you're already on your way. It's already being shared, okay? This is a big deal, all right? This is exactly what I teach my family. That sounds like what I've talked about. Wonderful. I've been purging a lot of pent-up emotions lately, just releasing. Black Velvet Tarot, thank you for sharing the live. So there's an invocation, okay? Let me read it to you. The invocation says, I call upon the unconditionally loving ones to help me now. I ask for assistance in emptying my mind, settling into the refreshing and peaceful spaciousness of my heart. I open to comfort and serenity, rising gently in my mind, flowing from my spiritual nourished heart. I express my empowerment and freedom through cultivating attitudes that strengthen joy and love in me and in the world. I open my heart and mind to the nurturing qualities of divine mercy, compassion, and spiritual protection. These qualities fill my soul and support my mind to rest in all-encompassing field of loving consciousness. This feels good to me, and I allow myself mental replenishment in this love. May the unconditionally loving and spiritual enlightened helpers of humanity bring light, healing, and joy to all hearts, so that the great gift of the mind be healed and awakened to spiritually benefit all. Through my own free will, so be it. Wow, beautiful, beautiful card. Again, it was 24, Initiation by Air. I love this bloody deck. It's a Lightworker Oracle, Fierce Love 1111 edition, guidebook by Ilana Fairchild. It's becoming one of my favorite. Every deck I buy from her, I'm never disappointed. Like never, 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 never. I'm going to give you another deck. We're going to do one more. It's called Blue Angel Oracle. Blue Angel, Angel Michael, right? Ray, may I be on your list for a card, please? Oh, no, it's a collective. It's a collective is what this is, okay? So everyone's on this list. If you're here, it's for you. Believe me, trust me on this one. All right, so go ahead, and I'm shuffling the cards. Give your angels, guides, and allies permission to guide you. I will upload this on my live, I will upload this on my YouTube channel. And no, it's all good. I'm just letting you know that. But I've done this before, Pearl. I've done like crystals for people before. Okay, so let's go ahead. Pick from top, bottom, or middle. Andromeda, Jillian, all of you. Top, bottom, or middle. Let me know. Top, bottom. Okay, let's see. Top, bottom, top. I need to see more. Top. Okay, you got it. Wow. Number 3. So we just did 24, which is 6. Now we're getting the number 3, Sananda. And it's got all these beautiful, like, avatars that are actually ascending. I'm not joking. I just got chills. Because we just talked this whole life has been about ascension, soul contract with Earth, soul contract with the universe. I can't believe this. I'm blown away. So, hey, Polly. So, Polly, all of you, you're going to have to go to my YouTube channel to follow this. Okay, so this is page 22. And let me read this to you. The physical world is built from particles of light. It is spirit clothed in matter, a reflection of my immortal soul. Now let me read it. 3. Sananda, mastery. Sananda, the evolved name of Yeshua, is he who ascended into a higher dimension of awareness. Through this card, Sananda invites you to ascend with him into the heart of love. I can't fucking believe we got this card. What the fuck? I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. No, Zale, sorry. No, because it's a whole thing and I just can't. This whole life has been about ascension. About my dream and ascension. I'm just gonna, I just, you can't make this shit up, okay? So let me, through this card, Sananda invites you to ascend with him in the heart of love. In doing so, you can rise above the obstacle and challenges you face. And though the physical world will never be free of obstacles, from a higher perspective, you will see there are not the inflexible, solid structures you initially imagined. Did you hear that? Did you hear this? Let me say it again because, and though the physical world will never be free of obstacles from a higher perspective, you will see that they are not inflexible, solid structures that you initially imagined. You can co-create the new earth. That's what they're saying. That's exactly what they're saying. Let them have their infrastructure. Meanwhile, we're not even packing our bags. We're going on the ascension plane. We're done. Bye. You want to create Mad Max? We're out. And we're bringing all the innocents with us. The voiceless ones. You think you exist in this physical world, but in reality, the physical world exists through you. Did you hear this? I'm going to repeat it. I'm sorry, guys. Be patient with me. You think you exist in this physical world, but in reality, the physical world exists through you. You do not consent to X, Y, and Z. I'm not kidding. Go to my profile and look at the video. You do not consent. You think you exist in the world, but in reality, the physical world exists through you. For in essence, you are light and have the power to transcend physical reality and raise your awareness by connecting with the eternal light and love inside you. Through light, all has come. Through light, all is transformed and healed. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as a body of light. Imagine all around you as pure light. Let each thought float away as you drift into the inner peace of your soul. To view life from your soul's perspective is true mastery. Amen, my friends. Aho. This, every time I do readings for you guys and you gather, the gathering of star seeds, I'm blown away by the messages that are coming in here. I just can't even. Please, 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 I want you to listen to this live. I think this is, if you're here, this live was for you, okay? And we're at 33, which is 6. Here we go again with love. And choice, by the way. In Tarot, 6 is lovers, which is a choice. I'm excited. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. I'm excited about 2024. Now, be patient. Okay, be patient. Because life doesn't happen, but boom, okay? So you're going to say to yourself, yeah, okay, so it's a brand new world. I got new contracts with blah, blah, blah. And you're expecting 2024 to walk in, and here you are with 5D. No, that's not how it works. It's like a woman or a man who has 50 pounds to lose and say, okay, that's it. I've decided to fast and I should lose this 50 pounds tomorrow. No, it will take 6 months. So what I want you to do is you're going to do the new soul contract, which you're not going to do again because you're doing it once and you're done. Okay, release and relax. And then you're going to, in your meditation, visualize all these beautiful, what does 5D look like? Where do you take a shower? I'm not joking. When you take a shower, it's 5D. Oh my God, it's so amazing. There's peace on earth. There's abundance for everyone. We don't have maniacs like Bill Gates running around, right? We don't have maniacs like Monsanto. We don't have, genocide going on. It's gone, basta. It's over. And you might think, well, that's just so miraculous. And I can say, yeah, but look at what they did for the lockdowns. In just 3 weeks, they had us locked down for months. And they did it in 3 weeks. If they could do that, what can we do? Right? I think we can do something about it, don't you? So that's my point. And I know you want more for yourself. And I know you want more. You know what I mean? That's wonderful. And that's beautiful. Any questions or comments you want me to share? I think I had a dream about that light. Beautiful. So this is, and I'm so glad that you're excited as well, Jennifer. That makes, and thank you, Polly, for being here. By the way, Polly, we're doing our Zoom on tomorrow. The link will be on our Discord. But Polly, we're doing the Zoom at 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, our time, for tomorrow. Okay, Polly? So if you can be there, please be there, because we moved the time around to make sure we could grab you. So if you can't, don't feel guilty. I'm just letting you know, okay? I'm just letting you know. All right, cool. So any questions or comments, please? Thank you for all the love. I really appreciate that. That's very sweet, very kind. That's 4 a.m. for me. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know, that's tough. Yeah. I know what you mean. That's a hard one. So I'll tell you what, we're going to kind of, sometimes we'll do 12 noon, which would be like, if you're in Europe, it'll be like 9 p.m. your time, and so forth. We're going to keep moving the time around so that we can grab people at different timelines in different parts of the world, because the Zoom is audio only, and it's really, really, really cool. And we talk about twin flame, separations, starseed, feelings, you know. Oh, thank you, Laura. You're so sweet. Thank you. Yes, please. Will this be uploaded too? I only catch the end of the line. Absolutely, Rebecca. I'm going to totally do that, because it's your message. If you're here, it's your message. So go. I'm going to do it tonight. So I've just uploaded the pre-live, the live that I did today, that I talked about what my intention was to create this idea of new soul contracts, you know, with everything we just talked about. Then I also uploaded the method, you know, the ceremony on TikTok and on YouTube. It should be up. And then I'm going to go ahead and upload this so that you can do this. The Zoom sessions have been a blessing. Oh, Canary, I'm so happy. You're amazing too. You're such a gift to us, believe me. It's a two-way street, let me tell you. So I promise you I'm doing it tonight so you can catch it. But you have to go on my YouTube channel to catch it, okay? And if you want to follow the YouTube channel, do. It's not like I have a lot of people. It's like 446 people, I guess. It's not a big deal. I just do I have YouTube really at this point just for this purpose, just to upload my live so you guys can catch it. Okay? All right. Also, make sure to check out The Broken Masculine. It was a hell of a live. I have to say so myself. And it was all channeled. I'm not joking. It was all channeled, because it was just boom, boom, boom. I had no pauses, and it was incredible. So before I leave you, I think we should do one more card from the same deck, Blue Angel Oracle. What do you think? Because it's a short deck, right? And then I have to get my act together for tomorrow. But let's go ahead and shuffle again. I went to the beach the other day to clear my energy and ground myself. Afterwards, I slept well. Of course you do. Oh my God. I remember once I picked up my twin. I've been driving for 7 hours all night long from midnight to 6:30 in the morning to pick him up at the airport. And then we ended up at a beach in Malibu, and I always have blankets, gorgeous blankets that I carry in my car all the time. So we brought the blanket down. Damn it, if we didn't fucking fall out on the beach for like 4 hours in each other's arms. So it was really cool. I'll never forget that. Sometimes it's the simple things that you have memories over, you know. But I'm so glad. Okay, so listen, pick bottom, top, or middle. This is our last card for tonight, and I want to thank you for being here and your patience. And that's strange, Jen. Bottom. Okay, I'm waiting. Bottom. Oh, it's all bottoms? Okay, well, I got bottom. Yeah, bottom. All right, let me look. Oh, my God. I can't. All right, my friends. This one is a stairway to heaven. I'm not joking. It's a beautiful card with these beautiful chakra symbols and mandalas, very similar to what you'll see on my video. Come to think of it, you'll see, the video on how to do the ceremony. And it's 38. And 38 is 11, and it's called the Gateway. So let's go ahead and read that, the Gateway. And that'll be the last card for tonight. All right, let's go for it. So 38, the Gateway. I actually love this deck, come to think of it. All right, Evolution, Holy God. Observe this image closely. It depicts a portal that leads you up golden steps of light to an arc. Once you reach this point, you ascend further to an even higher realm of consciousness. This spiritual journey is occurring within you. Right now, you are ascending to higher planes of awareness, wisdom, and love. This is a significant point in your soul's evolution, a rare and major event. It is an initiation through which you are eternally blessed. These are cycles of great wisdom and love from this point on. Through one heart, one dream, one love, I ascend upon the golden wings to a world of dreams. Beautiful. 5D, my friends. So I don't know. You pretty much got all the messages you needed about Ascension, and the subject matter was about that and how to achieve that through breaking and reaffirming new soul contracts. Okay? Through, again, let me repeat, through Earth, through Mother Earth, and through Source, God energy, and through your past lives, future lives, and present concurrent incarnations. All right, my loves, it was an honor and a pleasure. I will upload this. Give me about an hour. It'll be up on YouTube, okay? Sending you much love on your journey. Namaste. Be well.